Ever wonder why God uses ordinary people for world-changing plans? Because waiting in obscurity hurts, and silence feels like rejection. But what if being unseen is exactly where God is proving his promise? God didn't choose Mary and Joseph because they were powerful, famous, or impressive. He chose them because they were already standing inside a story God had been writing for centuries. Long before Mary heard an angel's voice, God had promised David a king whose reign would never end. The prophets spoke it, the Psalms sang it, Israel waited for it. And without breaking a single word, God fulfilled it, legally through Joseph, biologically through Mary. The promise didn't bend, even when the path looked impossible. The timing was intentional too. They were betrothed, bound, but not yet together, caught in the space between promise and fulfillment. And in that tension, God revealed their hearts. Joseph knew the law, but he refused to weaponize it. He chose mercy when shame was expected. Mary, young, unseen, and underestimated, didn't negotiate. She surrendered. Let it be to me according to your word. God trusted them because he always works through people who obey without seeing the outcome. This wasn't an isolated moment. It was woven into prophecy. Elizabeth, descended from Aaron, carried the forerunner. And when Mary entered her home, the unborn John leapt, not by accident, but by recognition. Before Jesus spoke, heaven confirmed, the silence was over. Even empires moved on God's timeline. A Roman emperor called a census. He thought he was counting people, but God was fulfilling Micah's prophecy, leading a poor couple to Bethlehem. Jesus wasn't born into privilege. He was wrapped in ordinary cloth. Raised by parents who offered doves, not lambs, this wasn't a backup plan, this was the plan. Joseph named the child, giving him legal standing, then stepped back. Mary held words she didn't yet understand. No spotlight followed them, but heaven trusted them. And through it all, God proved what he always proves. He keeps his promises, not fast, not loud, but faithful. From Genesis to the law, from prophecy to fulfillment, the story never drifted. Mary and Joseph weren't the center, they were witnesses. The center has always been God, faithful to his word, steady in his purpose, unshaken in his plan to redeem the world. If this reminded you that God hasn't forgotten his promises, like, subscribe, and share this with someone who's waiting in silence.